the next young man I'm going to introduce to you, we probably will all be voting for him because I believe he will be president one day. I would like to introduce to you our ASB president, Grant Carr.
Thank you. I am truly honored to have been able to serve as your ASB president and to have the opportunity to be here and speak with you all today. Wow, 3 years. It seems like just yesterday that we sat in this very room for 6th grade orientation. So I would love to be able to share meaningful words of wisdom with you here today. But the truth is, I'm only 14. I don't have any wisdom. Instead, I would like to address 3 simple questions. What do I love about Jason Lee? What have we achieved? And what will I remember? So what do I love about this school? Well, first of all, I love the fact that it's not Mason, Truman, or Regent. Because unlike those schools, Jason Lee has a well-deserved reputation for being tough, for being strong, for being gritty. No one else has a similar reputation, the city of Tacoma. That's what. As a student body, we are made up of a diverse community, which includes students from many different backgrounds. We represent different races, ethnicities, and religions. We speak different languages. We see the world in different ways. In other words, we represent a perfect cross-section of the very city that we live in. And it is through our diversity and differences that we find strength. That's something to love. I also love the fact that this school is old. It's been part of this community for a long time. In preparation for today's speech, I did a little homework. It's probably the only 8th grader to do any homework this week, but apparently I just can't get enough of this stuff. So, anyway, I found out that Jason Lee first opened as an intermediate school in 1924. Therefore, by my calculations, this is the 91st 8th grade class to complete an academic year at Jason Lee. 91st. That means that the first Jason Lee 8th grader would now be over 100 years old. I can't imagine what it's like to be that old. Luckily, we have someone with us today who can provide some valuable insight. Mr. Job, are you willing to share your perspective? I mean, I'm kidding, of course. Mr. You don't look a day over 80, so. But seriously, many of us have parents that went to Jason Lee. Some of us have grandparents who went here. As Jason Lee students, we are part of a legacy that spans almost a century. I think that's pretty cool. So what have we achieved? Well, we're bigger, we're smarter, and we're more mature. Okay, slightly more mature. We've learned about algebra, the US Constitution, and leadership. We've learned how to play instruments and speak new languages. We've learned how to blow glass. We've learned about water quality and the value of recycling. We've learned the importance of friendship and the value of community service. We learned the importance of mentoring and how to appreciate and support those of us who live with disabilities. Our school became a national avid demonstration school. We won an ASCD whole child award. In sports, our football team won the city championship. Our girls' soccer team took 3rd in the district. Our boys' soccer and baseball teams each won a game for the first time in more than 20 years. In fact, among the 9 middle schools that compete with each other in sports, our school rose in rankings from 8th place in 2014 to 7th place last year to 6th place this year. To me, these are all meaningful achievements. And finally, what will I remember from my time here? Well, for starters, I will never forget the image of Joey Vitoy falling into a recycling bin in 6th grade. Or the fact that stapler fights in the hallways are frowned upon by both teachers and administration. I'll remember laughing out loud until my chest hurt. I'll remember the satisfaction I got from being a student mentor. I'll remember Battle of the Books. I'll remember brainstorming with classmates about how to prevent bullying and about what would be the most disgusting beverage we could make a student drink during our seasonal pep assemblies. I'll remember We Day at Key Arena. I'll remember class field trips to Mount Rainier and the Family Fun Center. I'll especially remember the passionate, dedicated teachers who devoted huge amounts of time and energy to our education. And let's face it, folks, we can be difficult. I'm going to remember my friends and classmates. Middle school isn't easy. It was a bumpy road, but we made it, and we couldn't have done it without each other. Finally, I will remember the endless amounts of love, support, and encouragement my parents and grandparents have given me during my time here. My mom bringing my lunch to school because I forgot it for the 100th time, and taking time away from work to attend track meets and soccer games. My dad helping me work through difficult math problems late at night and teaching me how one of the most important qualities of leadership is the ability to put yourself in other people's shoes. Clearly, most of us would not have made it this far without the support we get from our parents and family members. And for that, we should all be forever thankful. So go forth, Jason Lee class of 2016. Enjoy your well-deserved summer vacations. Conquer high school, college, and the world. Make a difference, but never forget, once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat. Thank you.
All right, so this evening we have a little bit of awards that we